What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles. You're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where we always keep it real. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. It is the Eagles' second preseason game. They lost 22-13 to the Cleveland Browns. There are so many topics to talk about. The good, Drew Mukuba, Jahad Campbell. Saw some stuff from Jeremiah Trotter Jr. And also some ugly. DTR, oh my gosh. Dylan Gabriel, 2 turnovers, pick 6. Talking about some there are competitors and entertainers. Well, that pick 6 was entertaining. We're talking about it all. But let's first start off with the good. Drew Mukuba just won the starting spot. Yes, he did. In his first game in the NFL, he had a pick 6 and a fumble recovery in the first half. Now, look, Sidney Brown was over him before this game, and Sidney Brown has had a really good training camp. But when Drew Mukuba does this in his first game as a pro, and he's a second-round pick out of Texas, you look at this and you say, Howie Roseman, you're the one. You look at this and you say, all right, we had to trade away C.J. Gardner-Johnson, or they ended up doing that. You're looking at this and being like, all right, the Eagles traded C.J. Gardner-Johnson. All right, cool. But also it's like, hey, Drew Mukuba, if he's playing like this, just replaces C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That's what's happening. And so I think Drew Mukuba is showing flashes of his coverage ability. On that pick 6, you saw Dylan Gabriel, who we're going to talk about, is running to the sideline damn near. And he's looking at the tight end and the wide receiver, who for some reason are running basically the same exact route, or they're in the same exact space. Gabriel, who's staring both of those guys down, making it blatantly obvious he's going right there, allows for Drew Mukuba to jump it, go in between both of those guys. Now, the tight end had his hands out. It was his fault, and then dropped his hands. I don't know if he thought his teammate was going to catch it, but regardless, Drew Mukuba says, y'all don't want it. I want it. Catch it. Take it to the house. So Drew Mukuba has those instincts that I feel like it's either in you or it's not. And some of this is based on the brilliance of Christian Parker, who is the Eagles defensive backs coach, who is responsible for the Eagles being the number 1 ranked pass defense in the NFL last season, just after being ranked like 30 or 31 in 2023. So this is credit to Vic Fangio, Christian Parker, but Drew Mukuba is the guy that got to do it on the field, and he did it. Drew Mukuba, I believe he has won the starting spot. And we're going to look at Drew Mukuba, and we're going to say, how the hell did the Eagles get him in the second round? A guy who started at Clemson, he finished at Texas, and we're looking at this, and we're saying to ourselves, he gets to learn from Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Reed Blankenship, one of the best defensive back coaches in the league in Christian Parker, and he got Vic Fangio as the mastermind behind everything. He's in the right spot, and he's in the perfect situation to succeed in the National Football League. Shout out Drew Mukuba. Let's talk about Jahad Campbell real quick. Jahad Campbell is continuing to show how great he is, how he's going to be a future star in this league because he can cover, he can defend the run, and he can be a threat as a pass rusher. You saw that sack on Dylan Gabriel, so he's everywhere. Number 30 is going to jump off your screen. The guy is huge, bro. I was at training camp. I'm like, this guy got some long, long arms. I think he's the truth. We have a phenomenal linebacker room from Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean when he comes back. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. has really been making this linebacker competition interesting because he's been competing. And so the depth there is great, and you got a first round pick, Jahai Campbell, who's looking like he's going to be everything and above what the Eagles expected him to be. All right, let's talk about the Browns. Oh, actually, before I get to the Browns, DTR. I hope that he never plays in an Eagles uniform again. Respectfully. I mean, those were some like the worst plays I've ever seen. And, I hope that he does well in the future on somebody else's team. But I was literally like, can we put Kyle McCord in? Can we put the St. Joe's Prep kid in? Please, can we? Can we put Tanner in? I know Tanner had a great game. Can you put him in? Because, I mean, this is bad. I know, look, wins and losses in the preseason ain't the end-all, be-all. But when you see somebody who is clearly panicking in the pocket, not willing to let a play die, you're getting sacked, and you just chuck the ball up. It bobbles like 2-3 times. Some way, somehow, A.J. Dillon gets it. You have a pick six here. I mean, it's just too much right now. I think he just lost the job, and he'll probably get cut after training camp. I mean, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible performance from DTR. He was 5 for 8, 27 passer rating, and a pick six. That was bad. I mean, Kyle McCord was 8 for 16, 47 yards, 77 passer rating. I think the offensive line got worked, but clearly Kyle McCord's better. I mean, Anaya Smith had a better game. I mean, the offense simply wasn't there today. I give credit to the Browns defense. I think Jim Schwartz is doing a really good job there. Cause for concern? No. But it just goes to show we need our guys, the first team there for that. Let's get to the Browns. Imagine if Shedeur Sanders had the game Dillon Gabriel had. Dillon Gabriel, in the first half, had a pick six and a fumble. Now, yes, was he playing well up to the turnovers? Yeah. But what you can't do is say, well, he was great outside of a pick six, outside of a fumble. I mean, how do you fumble the ball when you're getting amplitude of reps in practice with the ones and the twos? I'm trying to figure out what's the disconnect. Where's the miscommunication? And then on the first pick six, you're staring right at two wide receivers, two guys. You're staring at two guys, making it blatantly obvious for Drew Mukuba to pick it off. And so my thing is, imagine if Shedeur Sanders has a pick six. All hell will break loose. He's not a franchise quarterback. We told you Deion Sanders. He's a 5th-round pick at best. He's not that guy. He should be cut. He deserved to be 4th for the depth chart. And a fumble too. And he just simply didn't look comfortable at certain points of the game. Oh, what are we talking about? So I don't really get any depth chart that has Shedeur Sanders below Dillon Gabriel. And if the coaches for the Browns still have that, they need to just cut Shedeur Sanders and let a team that actually values him pick him up, because he has shown that he belongs in the NFL. And if they don't have him above Dillon Gabriel, it would be a travesty, because all they're doing is using that man's name for clicks and for publicity. And it's a damn shame. So given everything that we have seen, if you want to say Shedeur should be the backup second to Joe Flacco, if you want to say he's third behind Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, I'm cool with either one. What we're not going to do is have Dillon Gabriel anywhere on the depth chart above Shedeur Sanders. Because again, we know damn well if Shedeur Sanders had the game Dillon Gabriel had, he would be crucified. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It is Real Talk with MJ, where y'all know I always keep it real. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We are out.